Hey guys, it's August 18th, and it's Larry from the Oregon coast. Fog's still here. It's a cold, or cool, probably 60, 62 degrees out today. And what I got going on is, I got these chandelier strawberries, June bearing, and they end up being one of the better tasting strawberries I've tasted. So I'm going to extend this bed. I'm going to show you how I extend this bed here. Alright, so we're gonna come up. Well, let's back up here. The first thing I usually do before I extend the bed is that I'll build a compost pile, or use grass clippings or whatever, and I'll pile it over here, or where I think I might want the bed. Okay, as soon as I start building the bed, I just shovel it away, put my box in, and I'll start adding my stuff. So. Alright, so I'm going to do a little close-up of this is the very beginning of what I do here. This is just some screen window material that you can buy at the hardware store. I think I paid like $3 for about 8 feet of this. But basically, I put this down because of the moles. Not that they'll eat the strawberry plants, but they'll tunnel and they'll make one hell of a mess at my beds. And this is one of the ways that I come up with. So I put this plastic screen down, and because we get so much rain, about 60, 100 inches of rain, I'm gonna add a couple inches of river rock. So as soon as we're done with this, we're gonna fill it up with river rock. And that is my helper. Can you say hi, Henry? Henry, say hi. Nope, too shy, camera shy. All right, we'll be back in a second. All right, well, we got our rock down, and so my next step that I'm going to do is I got my grass clippings here. The first thing I look for is worms. And if you see worms in there, it's usually a pretty good sign. So we'll start adding and that's when I start to use it. I actually wait till I see worms. So we're going to add the grass clipping mulch, and that'll be the first layer after the rocks. Alright, this is my composted cow manure. And what I look for is these worms here. And once I see worms, I know it's definitely ready to use. It probably doesn't have the higher nitrogen level, but this is stuff I really like to use. I like it, and it takes about a year for it to compost down this well. But all right, I'm gonna add this 5-gallon bucket in there, and then we'll go to the next step. All right, guys, I got the manure spread out, and everything's looking really good. So my next step is I'm gonna do something new, and it's probably not gonna work out, but I want to give it a shot. I want to see if this is going to work. But my next step is I'm going to take the boys down to the beach, grab a couple 5-gallon buckets, and we're going to get some sand from the beach. Even though I know it's salty and it's probably going to kill these things, but I'm going to put it in there, I'm going to give it a good rinsing, and I'm going to see if I can get this sand from the beach to work. Henry, you want to go to the beach?
No.
No?
Yes.
Yeah? Alright, let's go to the beach. Alright guys, we'll be back in an hour or so. Well, I figured if I'm going to take the boys down to the beach, why not take you guys down for a little trip down here too. Anyways, this is Mill Beach, it's a couple miles from my house. And there's my boys arguing over the little shovel. But look how flat that ocean is. There's actually a boat out there. I'm going to zoom in, make you guys a little seasick there. And that is flat as a lake. I should be out there fishing right now. But I will be out there tomorrow. Alright, this is called Mill Beach. This is a little cove, little bitty cove, and it's actually really good bottom fishing here. And for lingcod and blacks. Alright, so we are going to fill up our sand buckets and head on back to the garden. Well, as you can see, not a whole bunch of work going on here. Looks like a whole bunch of playing. But hopefully we'll get these kids tuckered out. You ready for a nap? Nah, no way. Alright, we're back from the beach, and we're going to add our sand. You ready, Henry? We'll just dump her in there real nice.
Okay.
And spread her out.
Okay. Wow, good.
Alright. Alright, we got the sand down, and my concern is the high salt content of this, and I'm very concerned. But I also want to see if this is going to work, so I'm going to have my boy here, Owen, rinse her down. Okay, Owen, hose it down. Alright, good job. Alright, we're gonna hose her down, then we're gonna add another layer. Alright, I got a bucket of compost here, and look at this stuff. Some roots still in there, and it hasn't completely broke down, but it is really nice, fluffy and soft. So I'm gonna dump this in here. Alright, got my second bucket of sand. This is gonna be the only, and my last bucket, so Henry's pulling on me, that's why I'm moving all over the place. But ready, Henry? We'll mix the sand into the compost here.
Okay.
Want to help? Alright, thanks, bud. And we're almost done. We'll mix this in and put another real light layer of compost on top of this. And we'll get ready to do some planting.
Okay.
Alright, guys?
Go.
Alright, well, I got my runners planted. These are all runners from this little patch over here. So sorry about swinging you guys around. But I'll get some more runners coming out of there, and that'll thicken out the patch a little bit. I like to plant them pretty close together. Helps keep the weeds out. But ideally, some people say you want to keep each plant about 12 inches apart. But yeah, I just kind of let them grow. I like them to grow really tight, close in. All right. All right. Let's do a little recap. Basically, when I first started, I had grass clipping compost is piled up here. Right, I shoveled it away. I grabbed some 2x6s left over from a job site. That's free. Okay, had some screen I use for my mold deterrent. $3. Put some river rock down below. That's also helps for mold deterrent and also for drainage. We get about 60 to 100 inches of rain a year here. Okay, and I know it works because I've used it before. I've actually almost completely filled up my beds. I got one bed that's almost completely full of river rock, and I have about 2 inches of compost on top of it. So I know that part works. Okay, got, cow manure, compost cow manure. Put in some beach sand, some more compost, mix it all in, wash it down really well. Probably not one of my best ideas. I've always wanted to try this beach sand. Strawberries, I know, are very sensitive to salt, so there's a pretty good chance that these things are going to die off. But I built a sandbox before for my kids with this same sand, same beach, and a few months later I got grass growing in it. Not just a few, I mean a lot. So a very good chance it's not going to work, but there's a chance this might. But I mean, if it doesn't work, got a little bit of mess to clean up, and I'm out $3. Not really out $3 because I reuse the screen. But I didn't. If you notice, I didn't use any topsoil. This is all compost, and definitely last year or two, and composting a lot more, and it really saves you a lot of money, and especially if you can get, a decent sized pile of cow manure or horse manure, and you let it age for about a year, you're gonna have what I call, or a lot of people call, black gold, or just black. There's lots of worms. Smells really earthy, and basically like it's soil, broke down soil again. It's not going to be as nitrogen rich as maybe a 6-month-old composted cow manure, or a 3-month-old, but it works really well in these raised beds. But I hope you enjoyed the little trip to the beach, and well, basically, okay, sorry about that. Yeah. Now I just scooted my compost pile of grass clippings over a little farther so next year I want to add another bed. During spring, I just shovel away the compost, boom, put my bed in, start over again. One of the things I learned is that I don't try to go, I've been in this place here for 2 years now, and I made mistakes before where I just put in all these huge, long raised beds, and there's so much work, so much money, and you end up buying a lot of the soil and everything else, and the material, and you can cost yourself a lot of money. So if you just build up material, pick up stuff for free, and just build a little bit as you go, and then let everything catch up, and it seems to be a lot easier to manage. But anyways, thanks for watching, Take care.